Well, this is going to be an awkward one. Forgive me. Alright, how y'all doing? I went on a bit of an adventure today. And it all started because I wanted to play Final Fantasy VII. I wanted to play on the Steam Deck, but use my main PC Belial to stream it. Sounds really weird considering Belial is more than powerful enough to play and stream, but I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to watch the Steam Deck flex a little bit, and I'm going through Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it was fun. Plus, Belial is loaded up with enough hardware to easily capture consoles and cameras and audio and all that kind of stuff. But I've been using two machine setups for ages. I mean, this is technically a two machine setup, but it's doing what Belial was technically built for. Not just streaming. Belial is for encoding and gaming and all sorts of stuff, re-rendering. Blah. I'm just making words up. But I ran into a problem because I don't have two screens on my desk. I don't have space on my desk for two screens. I just don't. I would love to have two monitors and my camera on this desk. I have so little space. My camera is actually behind my TV. It's behind the TV on a monopod behind the TV cabinet at this point. That's what this is. I have so little space. And so I went and grabbed one of my portable monitors, right? And that gave me a bit of an issue, right? It's just this dealio, but when I put it in front of me, it was kind of like taking up most of the camera shot. So I started an adventure. For anyone that knows me, I like vlogging. I've done the whole vlogging thing for years, even if it's just walking around my house with a camera, you know, or walking around town, just mind dumping into a camera, going on trips, dumping into a camera. I kind of enjoy doing it. Done it for years. Then something really weird happened in like 2020, something like that. I realized I could vlog in virtual reality. So I went to a website called Ready Player Me, and they allow you to make a rough, customized avatar based on a photograph you upload. And you can use those avatars in VRChat. I'm not one of those people that hides who I am in like VR or IRL or anything. Like, what you see is what you get. And I've had my face plastered all over the internet for decades. There was a time when my face was a bit of an unknown. But since 2011, it's definitely been out there. So I'm not the kind of guy that's like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna hide my face and blah, blah. It's too late for that. It's too late for that. So I made my avatar to be as close to me in VR as possible without actually having to make an avatar. Get the old Unity and Blender and start making an Avi and putting it together, putting it into VRChat, doing whatever. Ugh, effort. Could do. One day that would be a nice little goal, but frankly, I can't be asked. So, Ready Player Me was a good option. And I had this avatar put into VRChat, and VRChat has this fantastic little camera in it where you can take stills with it. It basically acts like an in-game smartphone. You can take pictures with it. You can flip it back on yourself too, and take pictures of you and your mates, you know, do the old selfie thing, like group selfie thing, that I'm too old to really get. And then it also has the option of setting up a virtual camera so you can live stream with it. And there have been times when I have vlogged in VR. Like, my kids thought it would be really funny if we rebuilt our house as a VRChat world so that I could walk around in VRChat vlogging like I do in this house. Right? And I'd always wanted to be able to use that model that I made from Ready Player Me I've always wanted to use that in other stuff, but I've never really been bothered like I said, I don't want to faff with Unity and all this other stuff. And I wanted to, I mean, I would have happily just launched VRChat, put my character on a green background, and then launched another application alongside it to have my character in the what's it called. But today, I wanted this to be a thing, yeah? What to use Belial, or what to use my camera, what to use my light, because I don't have space for lights. But I put the screen in front of the thing, and I couldn't be seen. And then I was like, I know that there's an app that will use my Avi file, my Ready Player Me Avi file, but people don't like it. It's called Animaze. They did FaceRig back in the day, which was one of the kind of early, you look, here's the thing, and you got your face, and it'll make the avatar do the thing that your face does. Just neat for the time, right? Cool stuff. They're now Animaze. They now charge a monthly subscription, although apparently you can get a regular subscription. Other people like Face and VTuber Studio or something like that. I've tried those, but I'd have to do more faffing to get my Avi in those. And I just could not be bothered. Just can't be bothered. Great piece of software, can't be bothered, right? So I tried Animaze, and then almost magic happened. Magic happened. Well, in my opinion, magic happened. I managed to stick myself... I managed to get my avatar to work. So I wanted something to be in the bottom corner of the screen, so there was still something going on, and it wasn't just the gameplay. So you could still see my reactions. However, where's me? I had issues. Initially, I had issues, right? So I couldn't use my regular camera. The tracking was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And plus, half of the camera was being covered. And then I realized that these programs, Animaze and VTuber Studio and that, have this thing to use the iPhone camera. I have an iPhone. I don't like it. I think it's a terrible device. But I finally found a use for it, because you can actually use like iPhones connected up to PCs and stuff as web cameras or IP cameras, internet protocol cameras, so they don't even have to be connected. They just have to be on your LAN, and you can hook them up and all that kind of stuff. But the iPhone has this magic thing, right? Face unlock. And face unlock will work in the dark, right? Because that's how it's designed to work. It's designed to work anywhere. It makes a kind of a model of your face of sorts, and then it scans your face, right? So the other bonus is, I pulled out my iPhone, downloaded the app, and they say, hey, yo, you can connect your phone to your PC, and we will use the iPhone's face tracking to control our app that you can run on the PC to make your Avi work. And so that led into today's live stream of me being a VTuber. Annie came in. Bless Annie. She goes, oh man, everyone's jumping on the VTuber bandwagon these days. I wouldn't exactly consider myself a VTuber at that point, seeing as, look, hear my face. Generally, VTubers don't show their face. And as I say, my face has been out there for absolutely ages. My face is my face, and that's why my Avi is my face. So, yeah. I like the whole idea of the VTuber thing. It's actually really neat for folk like my wife, because my wife doesn't want to be front and center in a live stream, but she'd like for people to be able to see her reactions in stream, kind of like I said here. Like, I would have liked people to have been able to see, not just hear, my reaction to things in game. So, kind of neat, and a fun use of technology. But the point really is, I've finally been able to put my avatar from VRChat into other stuff without having to fiddle fuck ass around with it, which was that's been the big thing for like over 2 years now. It's something that I've wanted to do. and don't get me wrong though, I'd love to get into VR more. I really would. I love VR and just walking around VRChat worlds and showing off, especially when I got the Valve Knuckles for my HTC Vive. The idea of being able to use my hands and be, well, it just added an extra layer of expression, something that I don't really have here because this doesn't track my hands any. But as soon as I could do that, oh my god, it made everything just feel so... I was doing in VR what I was doing in real life, and it was really fun. Like, the worlds became one to me. And now I can kind of do that again, but without having to run, you know, VR chat or something like that, or have a hulking great piece of plastic on my face. Realistically, I could have just launched VR chat desktop app, captured that on a green background and been done with it, kind of thing. But you know, I didn't. This one's a little bit more expressive, emotive. But I haven't been able to get into VR for a while. I'd love to. I don't have the space for it. And sadly, some life things kind of got in the way. Health started to become a bit of an issue. That's a weird one. Couldn't stay in VR for very long because it plays up your skin. And, oh mate, my skin started getting really, 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 really sore in VR. Really uncomfortable in VR. And then someone said, well, just clean your headset. I do. I've got like one of those leatherette face coverings. I've even tried the little cotton face coverings. I carry around, it started to get so bad, I started to carry around a small bottle of isopropyl alcohol and, what's it called? Hand sanitizer. I used to carry around a bottle of that, like, just everywhere. Since this has started to become a thing, since I left VR, we rebuilt my PC Belial on the grounds of doing more VR stuff. The machine was a bit unstable. We dumped over $1,000 on a graphics card for it, just so I could stream a bit more VR and do renders quicker. But then I couldn't use VR properly. I mean, I could, but I would end up looking like a raccoon every day, and it would get really sore and really, really, well, sore and uncomfortable go hand in hand. So this might be the best I can do with this Avi for a while, but I miss VR so much. And vlogging in VR just seems fun. Like when my son got his VR headset, that was one of my favourite things to do. We just hopped into VR chat and started running around like crazies, just like taking photos and, you know, we'd go into McDonald's drive-thru, just like vlogging stuff, just doing stuff. It was fun. It's one of the things I really, 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 really enjoy about VR, plus all the different worlds you get to go to. And anyway, yeah, long story short, I've managed to do the Avi thing using Animaze. I can't really comment which applications are better, like MeCFace, FaceRig, Animaze, VTube Studio. They all largely do the same kind of thing. It's just how much you're willing to pay, if you're willing to pay at all, and what kind of models they take. As I say, in my case, Animaze was the one to go for, just because I've tried the others, but Animaze was the one to go for just because it doesn't require me to do anything to my character model. One day I will sort out a character model. Until then, I'm not going to bother. Until I need to, I'm not going to bother. Or unless someone wants to cook me up a balding old man Avi. But yeah. I think the worst part about Animaze is actually that when you do the virtual camera, it puts watermarks up in the corners. Crop them out. Like it just rotates logo. But yeah, so this is fun. I'm getting to play with the new technology. I'm getting to do what I finally wanted to do all those years ago. And all for a really stupid reason. I wanted to stream a Steam Deck game. I wanted to live stream the Steam Deck using my main PC, but because I have so little space, the screen was covering up a huge chunk of my camera. So that's it. That's my day. That is my day. Great fun. Great fun. If you have an iPhone, or I don't know if it works on the iPads with the face unlock feature, give this a go. You can just use a web camera too if you wanted to. And for anyone that doesn't do what I do and just go balls deep, hey, it's me. It could be an option. Like I say, my Avi even dresses like I do. So anyway, I'm gonna head off. It's nice that I'll be able to use the iPhone thing works in the dark, so that's great. And I can hook it up to my laptop too, when and if I fix my laptop again. So, see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. Actually, let me just side by side. Ooh. Where am I? Is it that one? Let's move me over. Which me though? No, it's the wrong one. That one. See? It's me! I'll see you all in the next one.